all right. It is your boy, Wumbus. We are gonna keep rolling with some Bloodborne lore. Um, we had just gotten to Erden Chapel, and in order to get the weapon we're planning on using, we need to go kill the blood-starved beast. So that is our plan. But like I said, we left off with a bunch of questions like how long has the hunt been going on? Are we the only hunter here? Is Gehrman molesting the doll? Hard questions to answer.
The moon is close. It will be a long hunt tonight. If the beasts loom large and threaten to crush your spirits, seek a holy chalice, as every hunter before you has. A holy chalice will reveal the tomb of the gods, where hunters partake in communion.
And partake in which admittedly we'll be using just to refresh vials, because I really don't want to grind for vials. But let's go to Cathedral Woad. At some point I'm going to scrub through all of my videos and just take clips of all the times I do a bad accent or a bad character impression. Probably have, a couple hours of video. But yeah, and this guy, what happened to him? Why is he slouchy? Where did he get that cool cloak? These are questions I want answered.
Oh, the hunter. Alive and well, are ya? This here's a safe place. Stay as long as you like. But next time you're out on a hunt, remember what I asked. If you find any sane survivors, tell them to seek shelter at Erden Chapel.
I think...
There's nothing to fear here.
See, that's real sussy, my guy. That's so weird. Why did you phrase it like that? So, I can't remember when Eileen pops out here. I think we are going to go... Yeah, because she's not here yet. She appears in this little corner next to these statues of, praying women that hold candles, and then this lady that's, crying. I love that they put a bunch of detail in her face for it to mostly be covered. Really interesting artistry. This bloke. Knock the rust off. Let's get all up in them. But yeah, so we kind of walk through this area, but now we'll walk through the other way, get the other best strip in the game. And then I think once we beat Blood-Starved Beast, I think we'll probably go back through Yharnam and try to find people to send to Erden Chapel. I also think we need to go talk to Iosefka. Ooh, a little late on the parry. Alright. There we go. Blue elixir. Somewhat useful. We'll go back up that way shortly. But in the meantime... Top hat. Get away from the amygdala. Because that creepy sound is an amygdala. If you have enough insight, which we might try to get to, you can see the amygdala on this building before you kill Rom, which is super spooky and interesting. Pick up a bunch of blood vials, not mad about that. Okay. I think I can walk up just behind this dude and backstab him, so we will do that. Get up in there! Ooh! But like I said, there's something off, right? All of this, growth and the breaks in the fencing. If this is a and this is Cathedral Ward, this is, the prosperous part of town. You think the people with all the money and, you know, the visits here wouldn't have spent some time fixing things? Very suspicious. Okay. Now in everyone's favorite part. Place for dogs. It's a fun little trick if you didn't know. You can wait for the dog and then aggro it, and then he'll like run into the fire. Thank you, lock on. But yeah, like these roving parties, like they were able to set up fires, and they're like outside of this cathedral-y looking place again. Like, is this another place similar to Erden Chapel? I think, if I recall right, there's like a grave in here, and then this is like one of the entrances down to Old Yarnum. Was there enough time between Old Yarnum being, you know, burned to the ground and, you know, now for them to have built like a whole area above it? Like, it's confusing. And again, interested to see what that even means in terms of this game. Get rid of the dogs, because they're the worst part of this game. And now we serpentine up here to avoid the gunmen. Thought 2 swipes is going to get it. Needed 3, that's fine. Quicksilver bullets. Okay. And then we'll come through here and talk to another fun little NPC. But really quick, we'll unlock this. Like I said, there's like this whole mechanism below this grave. Like, who was important enough to warrant a grave of this size?
We finished.
Oh yeah, I think there's a guy down there. But like, and then the grave itself is a cover for the entrance of Old Yarnum. Like, very weird. Very suspicious. But in the meantime, let's go talk to our friend here. Now, he is like a devotee of Martyr Logarius. And like, I'm assuming that's who this statue is of.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you? I knew it. That's precisely how I started out. Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred.
What's up, Solaire?
Protege of Master Logarius, hunter of vile bloods. So, what say you? Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us. Why not cooperate and discuss the things we've learned?
Sure, dog.
Oh, very good. Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance.
So celebrated, my guy.
Beast hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way.
So
There must be oodles for us to share. Go on.
I love anybody
Just tell
who
me
says
what
oodle.
piques your interest.
And then you have opportunities to talk to him about these things. But he mentioned there the good blood, meaning, like, and he, of course, mentioned the vile bloods a moment ago. And there was clearly, like, a split in the church at some point due to some kind of, like, contamination of the blood that led to people who used that blood over... And that's what produced the vile bloods. And so did the phrase, may the good blood guide you, start because of the hatred of the vile bloods? I hope we find out more about that through like item descriptions. We will have to do some reading shortly, but let's hear what he has to say about the Healing Church.
As you know, the Healing Church is the fountainhead of blood healing. Well, I'm a simple hunter, quite unfamiliar with the ins and outs of the institution. But I have heard that the holy medium of blood healing is venerated in the main cathedral. and that councillors of the old church reside in the high stratum of the cathedral ward. If you seek blood healing, and the church is willing, you should pay them a visit.
And so that's sort of the inkling that, like, hey, you should try to go to Upper Cathedral Ward. Which, to be fair, you have to come to this area and go down and beat Bloodstarved Beast to be able to even get to, but to my knowledge, there might be another way. But
Byrgenwerth is an old place of learning, and the Tomb of the Gods, carved out below Yharnam, should be familiar to every hunter. Well, once a group of young Byrgenwerth scholars discovered a holy medium deep within the tomb. This led to the founding of the Healing Church and the establishment of blood healing. In this sense, everything sacred in Yharnam can be traced back to Byrgenwerth. But today, the college lies deep within a tangled wood, abandoned and decrepit. And furthermore, the Healing Church has declared Byrgenwerth forbidden ground. It's unclear how many of its scholars remain alive, but only they know the password that allows passage through the gate.
yeah, and so that's another inkling about how to progress in the game. But something that will come up after we beat Vicar Amelia is the separation of, the church in Byrgenwerth, basically. Lawrence leaves Master Willem to be able to start the Healing Church because Maester Willem thinks that our eyes are yet to open, and Lawrence believes that the way to enlightenment and godhood is through the blood. So that's where that's linking to, and again, we will keep rolling with this, and again, I think through some more item descriptions and things like that, we'll get more information.
I bid you farewell. It has been a pleasure. May the good blood guide your way.
Interesting. Like I said, the whole good blood versus vile blood thing, like how that started, what the contamination means, because there are different kinds of blood that you can get. We'll definitely rescue Adela the Nun, and I can't remember what the... I think she's a Lady of the Evening, or at least it's implied that way. I can't remember what her name is. She is a way to get an umbilical cord if you can't get a third one. But we'll get to umbilical cords when we get there. There's a whole bit of stuff for that. But yeah, like I said, this is clearly like a venerated place that they built. And so I wonder if it was always meant to be a tomb, or if it was like converted into a tomb of some kind. Because like I said, this is clearly like a corpse of somebody fairly venerated, as I mentioned. I say, was it just that one dude standing here talking to himself? But then there's a madman's knowledge in here on somebody who's like laid prostrate. We assume killed by this guy, but who knows? More of those like interlocking symbols on the floor, like runes and everything, look kind of like wagon wheels, with little wagon wheels within them, and then it's like a big wheel. So some like fractal stuff going on, because fractals are often like related to like eldritch stuff. So, but let's go down into the secret passage below this weird cathedral, where there are more annoying things for us to deal with, but namely just another like little antechamber with, again, what we would assume is a dead hunter, just from his like attire. Very weird. And like, so like, what is the point of this room? Like, how are there windows in here if this is like directly under? The architecture of this place is very weird. But again, there are more of these like praying women statues that are holding candles, and there's another one of the same, of the woman like crying or like holding her eye, maybe. It just depends on how you want to look at it. Weird empty pedestals through here. Very interesting. And then now we're to an area that's untended, and there's a beast. We wait on the bear. Really don't feel like going back through this, my guy. So if you could just cooperate, that would be really cool. Alright. Sweet. Bastard. Well, there's another Bloodstone chart at least. Again, this almost like won't allow me to leave. But like, don't hold me to that. I'm probably not going to break every pot I see. That'll get tedious after a while, but right now it's fun. Yeah, like, was this always, like, was this the main thoroughfare to Old Yarnum at one point, and then they built the whole cathedral above it? Like, why was, the beast has clearly gotten down here, but that may have been a holdover from Old Yarnum. It's very, very complicated. I think there's a way down there from here, but I could be wrong. Okay. No, I think you have to come up and around to get to that. Yes, you do. Okay. Well, here, let's go down the ladder. Okay, and then we'll come up here and get this item. I don't remember what it is. Oh, antidotes. Okay. Which will be useful in dealing with the blood-starved beast, just because I imagine we will probably get poisoned, as that is her gimmick. Fuck that box in particular. And then the lamp to go down to Old Yarnum. I know there's stuff in here, too, so we may... around. Some pungent blood cocktails are also useful against blood-starved beast. The BS. Those pots. And now for the most important thing of Bloodborne. Not reading. But yeah, so this town is long abandoned. Hunters not wanted here. And again, we assume Jura put this here. I mentioned Jura in one of my shorts because he's like one of the only other like true hunters we see alive, but he has since like renounced the dream. So very weird. Oh, we'll open this. Mostly because like this is one of my favorite vocal lines. But yeah, this is Old Yarnum. And you can see there's already like crucified beasts and fire and everything. But like now we're down from where we were, because I imagine that's like Cathedral Ward.
You there? Hunter! Did
you see the warning?
Turn back at once. Old Yarnum, burned and abandoned by men, is now home only to beasts. They are of no harm to those about. Turn back, or the hunter will face the hunt.
Turn back. What an evocative phrase from this game. Oh yeah, it's scuttling beast. Or whatever, skittering beast. Whatever it's called. 3 bloodstone shards. We're nearly to the point that we need to start, like, conserving those. I, of course, missed that. Because we wanted to get the Skitrin beast. But in the meantime, down and down. I don't remember. I think we do need to fall all the way down here, but if I recall right, there is something over here. But like the denizens of Old Yarnum, again, similar architecture, maybe a little bit older, like a little less ornate because it's supposed to be older. But like the denizens of Old Yarnum are like turned into things that inflict frenzy, which is real nice. We take 4 shots on those dudes, which is kind of annoying, but that's how it is. Yeah, and then there's the Hunter's Torch, which is a slightly better version of the torch that we had. Well, speaking of, let's actually like get a little light out here. But yeah, as you can see, like there's not a ton of wrought iron. Everything's kind of just simple brick. So again, that clearly shows that this area is older. And you have like the same level of like overgrowth here as you do in like Yarnum proper, which says to me that like Yarnum proper has also been like to the same level of, you know, this area being abandoned by men and only home to beasts now. It's very odd that like there's maybe slightly more overgrowth here than there is back in Yarnum proper. Like, what's going on? Doesn't open from the side. That's right. Yeah. That's like a shortcut we will come to. Here, we don't necessarily need to have that on the whole time. But interesting stuff. Actually, I think we will go swap to the Hunter's Torch just because, not that we're ever going to use it for damage, but still, it looks no different, but it makes me feel better because I'm a hunter. I'm a hunter. White kids from the 90s names. What a time to be alive. Long ladder, snake eater reference. Da 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 da. There's some cold blood dew. And actually, if I recall right, this has brought us back to where we were. So that was all just a big loop, which means we will go grab this item really quickly. And that's just another bloodstone shard, which we're happy to have. Okay. I don't really feel like running all the way back around, so I think we are just going to very quickly... Whoops. You know, just in case you forgot that that's what that does. Let me do a bold hunter's mark out of laziness more than anything. The sinister resonant bell. A bloodstained bell discovered in the old underground labyrinth. One of the resonating bells that... But yeah, like I said, very weird. And like, it doesn't seem like this would be the main thoroughfare here. And like I said, Jorah left that note as a warning to anybody who was interested in exploring Old Yarnum. So like, it's interesting. It's very weird. Like, how did that happen that way? Tis a silly place. Is it worth upgrading the saw spear a little bit more just so that we can like cleanly, you know, destroy stuff? I guess we should at least put the tempering gem in it just because it's more damage than we had. Is it? I guess it's just, yeah, I don't know how much of a difference that actually made. That's weird. Whatever. I mean, I guess... Yeah, there's no point wasting it on the saw cleaver. And then I think we are gonna do like one weapon upgrade. Oh, we need 8 bloodstone shards, so we aren't even in a place where we could do that, which is perfectly fine. Interesting. Well, then in that case, I think I will repair the saw spear, just because it is kind of a moot point. But while we're here, let's... Okay, so we have pungent blood cocktails and small resonant bell, and Gascoigne's attire, which is what we want. So let's purchase Gascoigne's attire. Cool. There's that. We use a fair amount of our insight, which is nice. But yeah, so let's read the top hat. Hat worn by hunters who admire formality. Some hunters place an emphasis on form as seen by the use of the threaded cane. For them, formality, beauty, and justice are the very essence of our humanity, and precisely what keeps hunters from becoming something else. Spooky ooky. Better magic defense than our current hat, which is interesting. And then Gascoigne's hat. Cap. Hunter attire worn by Father Gascoigne. Similar to hunter's garb created at the workshop, only these are tainted by a pungent, beastly stench that eats away at Gascoigne. Father is a title used for clerics in a foreign land, and there is no such rank in the healing church. Which again, points to Gascoigne not being from Yharnam, which is interesting. And so we just got a second copy of the Hunter's Garb, which we will be selling. And then Gascoigne's Garb. The dingy scarf is a holy shawl and symbol of the healing church, from which Gascoigne would eventually part ways. And then it says the text about Father. So Gascoigne joined the healing church at some point and then left. So it's been a certain amount of time. I wonder if that had to do with him getting more tied to the blood ministration or becoming more addicted to it. Similar to the Hunter Garb. Okay, so yeah, and then that's the same. And Gascoigne's pants. Again, yeah, same. So really the interesting pieces are that and then the first thing you read. Interesting. We're going to go ahead and put antidotes on here, but small medicinal tablets that counteract poison. Used to treat ashen blood, the baffling sickness that ravaged old Yharnam long ago. These tablets only provide short-term relief. The ashen blood ailment eventually triggered the spread of the beastly scourge. And so I think it was VOD Vidya. It was one of his videos where he was talking about this item, or the ashen blood may have been is that what triggered the vile bloods? It triggered the beastly scourge in old Yharnam and caused all that other stuff. But also, was it just super made up? And then they started providing antidotes, these little pills to people as a way to control them? Or was it the church trying to deter people from looking at the real problem was that, becoming over intoxicated in the blood eventually turns you into a beast? Were they scapegoating? It's very, very sussy vodka. Very weird. Blue elixir. Dubious liquid medicine used in strange experiments conducted by high ministers of the healing church. A type of anesthetic that numbs the brain. Hunters able to retain consciousness by force of will make use of a secondary effect of the medicine which dilutes their presence while standing still. So blue elixir is hidden body in Dark Souls. It makes you harder to attack and reduces aggro range. Or the Ring of Fog, I guess, is the comparative for Dark Souls 1. But again, interesting that the high ministers of the healing church's anesthetic numbs the brain. Were they doing that? There's I think it might be a creepypasta, but there's always been talk about this of they cut off a guy from all of his senses, and they were only able to speak to him, and as time passed, he slowly went insane, and the last thing he said before he died, God has left us. And then, but is that kind of the thought process here, that detachment from our senses brings us closer to enlightenment, which I believe is an ideology in some Buddhist sects and things like that. I mean, Willem, we'll see him later, obviously, but he has his eyes covered because he believes that what he sees in the real life isn't real, and that's somewhat supported by having more insight. You start seeing more of the underworkings of the old ones. So he's not entirely wrong. Interesting stuff. I also realize I say the word interesting too much. I think... No, I haven't read this. Okay, the pungent blood cocktail. Mature blood cocktail that releases a pungent odor when thrown that attracts bloodthirsty beasts. A precious tool in sadly short supply. In Yharnam, they produce more blood than alcohol, as the former is more intoxicating. I think I have read that, because I said, either that or I've just read this so many times in my personal life, because I've always loved that line, that they produce more blood than alcohol because the former is more intoxicating. Interesting. But I mean, these work like alluring skulls in Dark Souls, so that's the comparable item. And then fire paper. Coarse paper that applies fire to weapons when rubbed. A hunter tool found in the healing church workshop. Since the tragedy that struck Old Yarnum, fire has become a staple in beast hunts, and it's thought to cleanse impurity. Certain types of beasts have an abnormal fear of flame. Like, again, talking about the use of fire, and like they tried to use fire to scour Old Yarnum, and like, was it a hoax? Was it real? Like, super weird. It's deep, man. It's super weird. We do actually need to just use this, but the red jeweled brooch, a woman's bright red brooch engraved with the name Viola. Perhaps the jewel is a gift from a hunter, used to change into a droplet blood gem that fortifies any weapon. With the proper workshop tool, various weapons can be fortified. Yeah. Hey, Alana Herbert, how's it going? About to say we're scrolling through looking at stuff. It's going good. We're just doing some lore speculating, thinking about spooky stuff for the spookiest of all days tomorrow. Getting ready. Feeling all right. Had an odd day at work, but you know we're playing Bloodborne. We're feeling good. Okay. Yeah, I think the only thing that I would want to like put away. I don't think I'm going to sell the saw cleaver per se, so I think it might be worth putting it away rather than holding on to it at the moment. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to put any of that stuff away, just in case I accidentally try to fix that. Put away the basic torch. Yeah. Okay. We're going to hold on to everything else, but like I said, interesting lore stuff for sure. Let's go sell this backup set of clothing, because I believe it's just the same. I was about to say, I think even aesthetically, maybe it's slightly different aesthetically. Let's see, I actually do kind of prefer the one that doesn't have the weird little, like, flippy cape. So I think we will flip that around. But it's the exact same loadout. Yeah, look at that popped collar. And then I think the gloves are the same. So, yeah, no changes there. And then the pants. Okay. But yeah, I prefer the one without the cape, admittedly, just aesthetically. Okay, get rid of the one with the frilly whatever. And then we're keeping our hat, because our hat is cool. And I'll hold on to those for reasons. Okay, we need to pop this for the red blood gem. And now I don't remember if that is actually better than the blood gem we just picked up. But now we can compare blood gems, which is nice. It is better, if only slightly, but it actually helps you have like better rally potential, which we're very down for. So we will take that. Again, any upping of our damage is better than none. Let's see.
Welcome home. What is it you desire?
I would like to
Very
channel
well.
blood echo.
Let me stand close.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess we really only have like one there. Yeah, I mean, we might as well upskill a little bit more.
Farewell, good. May you.
I think we will probably pop a couple cold bloods since again, something that I wish carried over from Dark Souls 2 is being able to pop multiple soul items like that and not have to get back into your menu and go through everything again just because it is kind of tedious. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think we just keep... Well, that's actually slightly better now. Here, we'll put one more into skill, just because that's going to make our viscerals a little bit better, but we'll keep rolling. I mean, our AR is in the 200s, so you can't really complain. Okay. let's go see what the insight bath has for us. Huh. Oddly expensive. And as you can see, like, the prices have gone up because, again, we've progressed the game and they want to balance it that way. Interesting. Oh, yeah, we need 10K for that. We do want to buy that just because it will be interesting. And then there's our opportunity to buy the Kirk Hammer, which was the first weapon that really carried me through this game. But it's very slow. So, not necessarily what we want. If we were going for a Blood Tinge build, it is worth getting the repeating pistol, which I guess we're not going to buy, so we might as well read. Repeating pistol, typically used by healing church hunters. Crafted with mostly metal parts and exhibiting a complex design, the repeating pistol fires 2 shots at once, making it a ravenous consumer of quicksilver bullets. Should be used sparingly compared to its workshop counterpart, as the trump card in one's arsenal. And if you've ever seen like a gun-only run of this game, that's like the best damage output. And so here's some specific lore about Ludwig, which we like. Yharnam, Hunter's Cap. Ludwig, the first hunter of the Healing Church, once recruited Yharnamites to serve as hunters. The hunter's attire was made for new recruits and has excellent straightforward defense, but not nearly enough to allow an ordinary man to stand any real chance against the beast. Spooky Ookie. And then I think, yeah, the text does not change for the basics. Admittedly, like I said, this is actually like cool fashion as well, but not necessary at the moment. But yeah, I mean, while we're here, we might as well stock up on what we can. Not that, again, our troubles will soon be unimportant as far as that goes, but let's clear out old Yharnam. The Beast Roar, one of the forbidden hunter tools made by irreverent Izzy. Borrow the strength of the terrible undead dark beasts, if only for a moment. Alrighty, so we're slightly stronger. But yeah, more of these like praying women statues. So like, again, they clearly like everything from old Yharnam just kind of transferred, you know, up the chain a bit. But the smoke and everything does make this problematic. But this is what the denizens of old Yharnam have become. These like gnarled half-man, half-beasts, which are real spooky-ooky. They're real creepy looking. And they will jump out of the fog. There we go. But yeah, like I said, cross that little bridge again. This is more overgrown, but like Yharnam itself is starting to look like this. So like, how long have things been going awry? Is always my question. Still 4, but that's fine. More cold blood too, which we're happy to have. Fuck that box in particular. And then I believe. I was like, I know there's more dudes up here. Am I crazy? I think there's ravens this way too, if I'm correct. Yes, here's another friend who got tucked away next to more like weird praying statues that have like chains on them this time. So like, why was this statue like chained up? That's very weird. And again, if this was just like a guy, I don't think he's wearing like hunter attire. So he's just one of the unfortunate victims of old Yharnam, I guess. And like the fences are a lot more broken. So like, again, clearly something happened here, but to what end? And like, this whole area was like burnt and in shambles. There's Jura up there just to the top left of my head. We'll take that guy.
You are a skilled hunter, adept, merciless.
Rally that as help as you can. You interrupted Jura. I think he doesn't start shooting at you until you cross a certain, like, barrier.
Which is why I must stop you.
There it is. Yep, and so Jura has like a Gatling gun that he just launches at you for a while, which is intended to kind of push you down this way. Because you're like, oh god, he has a gun. And he does. And so this is how you would get down into the cross. But there is more this way. Not interested in dying Jura right now. Can't remember. There's like a way to fall. And there's more stuff. Is it over here? No, it is not. I can't remember how to get to like the next little section. But yeah, Jura's annoying, admittedly. But that's kind of his job. Oh, this just goes inside. I'm dumb. Yeah, so if you keep attacking something, it's an active animation. And yeah, you can just kind of hear Jura continuing to shoot, which is fun. More antidotes, which we're not mad about. I think you go down through there, but again, we're off on this little ledge. Again, like, just people who, like, have passed here, assumingly killed by the other denizens of Old Yarnum that turned into the beasts. More bloodstone shards that we're not mad about. Okay, and then across here is problematic. Oh.
Well, the next time, give some thought.
Interesting dialogue from Jura. Like, I'm actually kind of happy he killed us because we got to hear that. Like, does cutting yourself off from the dream allow you to not dream at all anymore? Like, very interesting. Alright. But yeah, Old Yarnum's weird and kind of messed up. So, not that we're going to fix it, but we are certainly going to do things that need to be done. So. Yeah, taking 3 hits to kill those dudes was kind of problematic, but it'll be fine. I can't remember if Jura starts shooting at you almost immediately or not. Well, you attracted one of them. Aha, there's the second one. I don't know why I thought the transformed version of this was the move.
I should introduce the half-breeds. Well, the next time, give some thought.
That was foolish of me, unfortunately. Such is life. Okay. But yeah, there's the top hat. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, we only lost like 1,800 echoes. It's not that much, to be fair. It's what we gotten going down there. Not enough to be sad about. Nothing to go on about. Yeah. I forgot those things were poison, admittedly. So that is a bit on me. But let's see, we're already most of the way back. It's fine. Come on. Get back up to full. There we are. Okay, and then we will run down here so the turret doesn't have an opportunity to shoot at us. There we go. And this lets us come back this way through here, which is interesting. Yeah, that slow poison is a problem. Let's dodge out of the way so the turret can't shoot at us again. And then I don't remember, do the exploding pots come back? They do. There we go. Let Jura use the weapon of the enemy. Okay. Get our 1 blood vial back. So did we get the item at the end there? No, we didn't. Okay. Well, that's fine. Come on, Jura. There we go. Run back this way really quick. Heal. Cover. More antidotes. And then run across this little slanty wooden bridge where there are a bunch of birds. Birds. Guarding bloodstone charts, which we're, happy to see. And like I said, this is like somewhat protected. He can't quite see us, but he definitely wants to. Out of here. Come on. Yeah, God, that was slow. So brutal. More blood gems. There's the blood tinge gemstone. I think it's one of the few blood tinge ones you can get necessarily. Okay. More antidotes. We're not mad about seeing those. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just going to let our poison peter out. The poison in this game, a lot less annoying than it is in the other FromSoft games. So, not mad about that. But I think he still can't shoot. No problem. Ah, yeah, I'm thinking like corners. That makes sense. Jura, you sneaky bastard. I mean, I guess he's not exactly being very discreet. So, but that's one of the gank spots of Bloodborne, in case you were wondering. Yeah, and he'll like shoot off into wherever. We'll come over here, and I think this is just yeah. We'll come over here where he can't shoot at us as much. Friends here come to us, and then we come down. which, if I recall right, one of his compatriots is right there. So we'll deal with them. I think that is a saw spear hunter, which is kind of cool. Dude. Bro. He's not very bright. Ow. Luckily you can kind of cheese him, and I'd rather go deal with Jorah before fighting him, so that is what we will do. Aha! So he will come all the way down here. Interesting. But he does just kind of scare easily, so we're gonna go... My brother. My brother. Like, as much as I don't want to kill Jorah because I really like him and his character, we are going to because we gotta deal with some problems. Okay, and so hopefully we can get the Jorah cheese to work because fighting hunters is really annoying and difficult. Where we're at. But if you didn't know, you can come up here, aim at Jorah, and then a couple 4 shots and he falls to his doom. And unfortunately, we can't use his cool gun, which makes me sad, but necessary. Okay, so now we can go fight his friend without worrying about being shot. Goofy sliding animation. There we are. Let's not drop to our deaths. Like somebody. Okay, now that we can do this without worrying about being shot, now we can kind of... I don't know how that didn't count. Come on, bro. Don't toy with me. Misread that. That's fine. We'll deal with that. Ow. Fortunately, we're running out of bullets. I appreciate the saw spear, my guy. Do really need you to chill out. Ow. What a douche. Not even using his gun the right way. What a dork. There we go. Alright. That... He has so much health. Oh my god. Oh, you bastard. I mean, to be fair, I used healing. Can't even be that mad about it. But still. Uncool. There we go. Poor Reggie. I'm assuming his name is Reggie. Bone marrow ash. Another fun thing for us to read at some point. Now, let's see if it'll let us collect jurors. Yes, okay, so there's the powder keg hunter badge, which gives us the ability to buy some interesting weapons. But let's... I can't remember if there's... Yeah, that's just how you get in there. That's fine. We will go back up the ladder really quick because I think there's like a spot you can drop down and there's like an item there. But less huge ladder, which is nice. Also, like, did you, like, this creepy thing that's like carved here and you can kind of see it from this angle, from the side. Like, it looks like a wasp's nest almost. Like, it's very weird. Oh yeah, this is how you get up to the top part of the rafters. That's right. Okay, so we will undo this rather than deal with it later. Cool, we'll have an item waiting for us whenever we get back around. So yeah. Again, now this is clearly like what was an old cathedral here in this area. Again, Old Yarnum, like it looks like most, like the culture of Old Yarnum wasn't terribly different than the culture of New Yarnum, obviously. Or current Yarnum. Yarnum proper. Ooh. God. The narrow platforming of one of these games always stresses me out. Okay, I don't think there's anything over there, so we need to go drop down on that side. Like, I'm not gonna run on these, but I can at least, like, walk quickly. Just because, like, we have places to be and stuff to do. Ooh. Do I fall there? And then I can fall there. Okay, so we need to back up a smidge. And then drop here. Yeah, we made some things angry. Huh. Interesting. So do we need to run to be able to get that? Or does that loop around? It has been a very long time since I have tried to do this. There we are. As you can tell, I don't usually run through here and pick up everything. Bloody messenger head bandage. Is that clothes? I don't think I've ever picked that up, to be honest. Weird. It's not like a... Oh, it is. Accessory worn by messengers playing make-believe. Accessory adorned by naive messengers imitating the bandages of scourge victims, unaware of their meaning. The spatters of blood give it a particularly nice touch. The inhabitants of the stump appear to have an interest in adornment. Why not let them be happy and revel as babes? Weird. I don't know what that does. Also, like, why did this dude have this? He just seems like a guy. Like, I don't think he's necessarily, you know, like a hunter or anything like that. That's very strange. More importantly, like, what was it doing? Like, what was he doing up here? Interesting. But yeah, and so you can see there's like a flayed beast thing hanging from this chandelier, which is what the blood-starved beast is. It's actually like a weird translation thing, because it's blood-starved in the sense of it no longer has any blood, because it has been flayed. Not that it's like hungry for blood. Interesting lore things. I should not have healed, because I'm probably just going to Hunter's Mark out of here. Well, I think there's a shortcut coming. I'm trying to think if there's like a safer way to get down. Yeah, I didn't think you could break those chains or anything. Alright. Yeah, everyone's mad. These are the red-eyed kind. They're real mad. And there's like 1,000 of them. We will run. Take this out. Ritual blood. Because because I really just wanted to come through here to pick up... Really just wanted to open up the shortcut. My guy, you didn't have to do anything. We're about to pop more poison. So the real issue is that we don't have any... Yeah, they're still mad in there. Okay. So yeah, if you're ever having trouble in that room, you can like choke point them over here, which is kind of convenient. And we do need to run back the other way so that we can... But, like I said, we need to roll up this way to open the shortcut anyway, so we will do that. And then continue to look more at this spooky church thing. Okay. Open this up so we don't have to run back through the cathedral itself unless we just really want to. We're going to use one of those blood vials we just picked up. And then, like I said, we knocked out that guy, and this is that guy actually. So, a radiant bloodstone gem, which is pretty cool. This would just take us down to there, and I don't think there are items that way, so not terribly important quite yet. We might come try drop down there in a moment, but let's deal with these chodes. God, I wish we had bullets, because then I could just shoot them to get that last magic full damage. Okay. And yeah, so does this just take us down to the main floor? More antidotes. Meaning I probably could have reasonably saved myself from the poison earlier, but whatever. He's stamping his little feet. Oop. Thank you, lock on. This one different. Now he's dead. Alright, and then we'll come run over here. More bloodstone shards. Did I leave one of them alive? One left to tell the tale. Okay. Yeah, there's clearly one more wandering around this way. I just don't know where. Oh, there he is. Hi, buddy. I don't want to leave you here all alone. It seems rude. I think they do have a grab attack, but I'm not interested in seeing it invisibly. Or Madman's Knowledge, which we're not mad about. Yeah, and so, like... Oh, there is an item up there. Okay, well... Not like it's terribly difficult to get back up there. So let's go see what else is around. Yeah, we need to come up one more. And then go across. Drop down the rafters. Yes. Alright. Okay. And so is it here and then down one? Yes, okay. Just more cold blood too. But again, like this interesting scaffolding. Like, why did they erect all of this scaffolding? Just to like, I guess it was part of hanging this blade beast? But like, that seems like a lot of effort to go through. Like, what kind of effigy were they intending for this like chained up beast? And again, the larger beasts like this had to have been like clerics of some kind. And so I'd be very interested to see who was who. And like the ritual blood on this altar has like weird lore implications that I'm not sure about, like the interesting architecture and like the carvings and the intricateness. There were clearly like more ornate statues here, but they were broken off. This was like wedged here because you see that it's not level. Very weird. Very weird. But yeah, I mean, clearly this was like a huge cathedral. of Old Yarnum. So, like, a lot of time and effort went into this place. So, like, why was the Healing Church willing to abandon this place in the first place, I guess is my real question. If the Ashen Blood was a hoax. Because, like, that's kind of what I believe. Okay, so this is how you progress back down. So we don't necessarily want to do that quite yet. Okay, so we want to run to the other side of these stairs very quickly. Yeah, there's an item over there. And I think more birds. Yeah, birds. Birds. Bad birds. These are one of the few enemies that, like, the transformed version of this boss here is very Ow. Asshole. A pebble. You love to see it. More bloodstone shards, but that is the cathedral where, like, this is a lot more burnt out, but, like, I love the way that that looks with, like, the weird lighting behind it. But that's where the Bloodstarved Beast is, so that's where we're heading. I did not need to heal. Flip my weapon back. I'm used to triangle being the swap your weapon. Or one-handed to two-handed, depending. Whereas I know in Elden Ring it's jump. Or X is jump and triangle is interact. Whatever. Still. Muscle memory in these games really does start to blend together at a certain point. And so there's like a dude in this mist that we're not really dealing with. So we're going to take him out that way. Now, admittedly, that was supposed to be kind of like a jump scary moment. I just knew that he was there because, you know, I mean, I've played this game enough times. But yeah, like they really, especially as you get further into Old Yarnum, they definitely lean more into the hiding stuff in the mists. More bloodstone shards. And then there we go, more pungent blood cocktails, which you're happy to see. And so this is one of the more uncool areas here. Do you remember how we cheesed two of these dudes earlier? Yeah, it's because I didn't really want to fight two of them in the first place. I forgot that I don't have any bullets. God, that's a problem. However, our weapon is much stronger now, thankfully, so we'll take that. Okay. Come at me, bro. God, I wish I had bullets. There we go. Okay, and so that's right, it's up there. You can see, like right above my head, there's one of those beasts hanging from the building. It's kind of like an extra little, just like, gotcha, a little oopsie whoopsie. You weren't paying attention. Okay, and this is the door that opens once you beat Parl. So like this is like a back entrance to Yahar'gul. Yahar'gul, I believe is how it's pronounced. I could be wrong. In Yahar'gul. If anybody's a fan of Baron's Castle, his little like tourism ditty about Yahar'gul makes me laugh. Okay. Like I said, I don't necessarily need to be like at full blood vials to deal with Bloodstarved Beast, but I would like to have at least some. Let's see, can I angle this? Well, I guess we're just gonna have to get jump scared, it's fine. There he is. Right in the butt. Come at me, bro. more bloodstone shards. But yeah, you're supposed to be like, let me go get the beast blood pellets. Those are awesome. And then there's a beast here. So, you know. They definitely went with more like jump scare stuff. But again, ambushes. Like, it's another way that they teach you about things. Like, be very aware of your environment. For example, yeah. Like, if you weren't paying attention, you probably could have gotten killed by that guy. Yeah, like, the amount of hesitancy you're supposed to have is very interesting. But, like, here is more weird pottery and stuff like that in here, which is strange. There's a guy. I forgot. And we, like, staggered each other out of our attacks multiple times, so that's fun. Okay. And then this is actually one of the quicker ways to get down here from the lamp that we were at, if we continue to go up. But again, like, this was like a weird coiling staircase. Again, there was clearly, like, this society was very, like, built out. Like, Old Yarnum was here for a very long time. Like, something drastic must have happened to warrant, you know, burning it to the ground and abandoning it. Which is just, and like the spread of the beast's curse and everything, and having, like, it would have, there had to have been like some difficulties here beyond just the beast's scourge, because realistically the hunting, like the healing church would have just sent out hunters, and like that's what happened, but then they burned it to the ground. So like something strange happened. Something unorthodox occurred here. Okay, but if you recognize where we are, this is the little path we took earlier where we took that skittering beast. I missed that one item, so this is just a nice way to get back to the lamp before you have to go fight a boss. But yeah, Old Yarnum, very weird. Very demure, very mindful. But yeah, now that Jurad's dead, we don't have to worry about being shot at anymore, which is lovely. But we're going to go back to the Hunter's Dream really quick, because I need to refill on items and level up some more. But we're very close to not having to worry about blood vials or anything else. But like, yeah, I've only got 12 quicksilver bullets, which is annoying.
Welcome. What is it you Very well. Let me stand.
Now shut your ass. Yeah, I think we get a 20. And then I think I will pop a cold blood too and put a level into health, just because. I can't remember. Did they implement that here? No, it doesn't tell you how many echoes it takes to level up. That was another Dark Souls 2 thing that I wish they did in this game. I think I'll need to use one more. I don't know why I'm being so precious about my cold blood dew. Like,
welcome home.
I might as well pop them and turn them into levels.
Very
but,
well.
you know, that doesn't quite give me 2 full levels. It's fine. We'll pop one more of my slightly larger ones. I'm sure y'all are terribly enthralled with watching me do math. But there we go. That'll be plenty. Now let's up our health.
Welcome. What is it?
More.
Very well. Let me.
Okay. Yeah, 236 is reasonable.
Farewell. May you.
Yeah, we don't even have enough to buy anything anymore. Here, we'll buy a throwing knife. Sure. And then 3 more pebbles, because they make me happy. Alright. Garrett's still hanging out.
Most of the holy chalices lie deep within the tomb of the gods, and the few that found their way to the surface were lost again in the hands of men. But if the old hunter tales remain true, one of the holy chalices is worshipped in the valley hamlet. Yet the town is in disarray. It was burned and abandoned for fear of the scourge. Home now only to beasts.
You mean that place we've been rolling around? Yeah, man.
Perfect place for a hunter, wouldn't you say?
I wonder if Gehrman knows that Jura is still there. I wonder. Yeah, fuck your stacks of books, bro. Sure. Okay, yeah, we're actually pretty close on Blood Vials too, which is annoying. But like I said, all we have to do is beat BSB, and then we'll be fine. I did not put those where I needed to. Let's go ahead and throw antidotes on the health bar and pungent blood cocktails, because those are very useful for beating BSB. Okay, so let's go fight a boss. But like I said, let's, also clear out the bottom part of this and kind of continue to look at the interesting stuff here. Okay. Yeah, I think the first thing we'll need is pungent blood cocktails anyway, so. But yeah, not having full bullets is annoying. Not the end of the world, but annoying. Yeah, I think we do drop here, and then here, and then that brings us to this. So we will go deal with our little friend that's on the stairs down here, and then that beast, and then we'll get back at it. Okay, there he is. Hi, buddy. Hope you find your dad. Yeah, and because he did his little jump scare, he's out here now. Ow. Bad. Mean. Yeah, we'll leave them for later, but for now, getting lots of bloodstone shards. I probably should have just said screw it and leveled up the saw spear one more time, but it'll be okay. I'm not that worried about it. So now, again, you have like two little avenues to go down. One that has the mist, because there's clearly a dude in there. And then, if I recall right, if you go this way, there's one of these guys. And he's red-eyed, so you can tell he's mad. More beast blood pellets. I didn't realize those dudes would drop beast blood pellets. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah. More antidotes. Again, hopefully it won't take us multiple tries to beat BSB, but you never know. Dark Souls loves to... Or Bloodborne, loves to make your life difficult, so... And then there's another skittering beast, which I think I'm actually just going to throw a Molotov at this time. Because the Molotov like one-shot them, which is nice. More bloodstone shards. Yes, we definitely should have just put another level into the spear. It's fine. But again, there's like this little courtyard here with more of these like weeping statues, and they're like built into the trees. And again, as you get further down, it's a weird lighting effect on that bag. But as you get further down, like the growth of everything has really like taken its way. And again, this is supposed to be a place that's abandoned by like men and hunters alike. So why is this area, like, why is current Yharnam starting to look like this? And we could summon Alfred if we really wanted to for jolly cooperation. But we don't really want to. It's fine. This isn't... Bloodstarved Beast isn't that terribly difficult, so... God, I wish it didn't take a full stamina bar to kill those things. But we soldier on, it'll be fine. More cold blood dew. But yeah, again, there are like all these effigies leading up to this church where BSB is. So like, again, what's going on? What's happening here? Like, are the beasts in like kind of reverence of the blood-starved beast? Because like I said, I mean, if there's all of this edifice here, like, there's so much here right now. I realize that wasn't terribly coherent, but like, again, there was so much built up here for them to be willing to abandon it. And there's still like some measure of culture here, which is interesting to me. Okay, let's go deal with BSB. But there is our quarry. And now we have some insight. So we'll do the corner trick, just because I'm not the hugest fan of healing. So. Now BSB will poisoning things to him. Ow. Yep, and that starts pretty quickly. Woof. Alright. I totally forgot that. Oh well. You know, I think we just run with it. It's fine. I will say getting back to Bloodstarved Beast is not my favorite thing in the world. Like, it's fine. It's just time consuming. And like, there's not no enemies this way. Like, it's not enough enemies to be like, oh, this is so annoying to get back to. But it is like a pain in the ass. Like, there are worse runbacks in FromSoft. It's just, this one is particularly annoying. Okay. And now the fog door is there. Can't remember if you can actually get like proper backstabs on BSB, so we may try that real quick. Pick up our echoes. Okay. Here, let's put BSB up the corner over here. rosy skin flaps. Parry. Whip on our parry. Parrying really early. I don't know if you can parry that. I don't even know if you can parry that. There's gotta be a timing for that. Whipped it. Actually, here, let's run back here really quick. Grab you extra antidote. Those blood cocktails do not last as long as I thought they did. We're in trouble. Uh-oh. Yeah, we need to be dealing more damage. That's a problem. Okay. Yeah, having no bullets is not great for us. I don't even know where to go grind for bullets is the problem. Nah, I should. But whatever. Okay, that is not going to be enough to buy bullets, but let's see. Okay, let me come over here. Pick up as many antidotes as we can, because that's apparently going to be very relevant. Purchase 4 more punch and blood cocktails, because those were very helpful. I can buy 8. Wow. Not great. Again, like, just having the ability to parry her is, like, nice. I'm trying to decide on how, like, useful it is at the moment. I think we are gonna go ahead and upgrade the saw spear one more time. Just to, again, have more damage, like, being able to actually hit and do everything we need to do. Did that open up a second spot? Cool, it did. We'll put this tier 2 gem in it for right now. Okay. A little more damage. We can go buy 1 more Quicksilver bullet, thankfully. And have exactly nothing. Okay. Alright. Can be thrown at foes. Quite thrilling. Once more with feeling. Again, a lot of verticality in this. Whoops. Did not. Oh well. Boneheaded to go that way, admittedly. My mind's on the run, not the dealing with the actual issues. Is it easier to go this way? Just run past this thing. The deal with aggroing the... I think it is. Okay, yeah. Okay. Saw spear slightly upgraded. Not a lot of bullets, but some. Not more blood cocktails than we started with, but a decent amount. Our other last resort would be like fire paper. Cocktail into the corner, which I don't even think she would care about. Give the backstab. Nice. Corner one more time. Get another backstab. And actually, I think you can backstab her out. Fucking Well, that went much smoother, didn't it? Alrighty. Yep, we grabbed the antidotes. But again, like, this was clearly like a huge cathedral. Like, there were two massive churches here. So, like, they clearly had a huge population that was coming down here. And again, this looks to me again, and kind of in like a... If you go to certain churches, they have like mummified bodies of saints and stuff like that. That's kind of the vibes this is giving me. Again, this is like a whole altar. It's just very weird. They're more like ornate statues. Again, I mean, a lot of Catholicism tied to like Gothic architecture and stuff. So like the flavor is there, but there's even like a Duomo. Like this, it's just like less ornate, but still like very reverent, which is just weird. There's like so much effort put into this. Yes, we will return to the Hunter stream. Thank you. And that will solve our problems as far as for a while. On the bright side, let's... Oh yeah, you have a short ritual chalice. This is fine. I can't remember. Do you actually have to do the first one before it'll let you do? When ritual is finished and the chalice rests upon the altar, you may now explore the dungeon. That is a thing that we will do.
Welcome. What is it? Very well.
Let's catch a level, and then we'll, you know. Actually, yeah, let's do that.
Farewell, good hunter.
And we'll go get our main weapon. Does Gehrman say something different now that we found the chalice and conducted a ritual?
The healing church and the blood ministers who belong to it were once guardians of the hunters in the times of the hunter Ludwig. They worked and forged weapons in their unique workshop. Today, most ministers don't recall the hunters, but they have much to offer you. And so, heed the message of your forebears. Ascend to Erd Chapel.
But we've done that. Sorry, I may have disconnected my mic for a second. I wasn't sure if it was... I lost audio and realized it was playing through my TV, but like, again, the quieter sound design of this. Yeah, if we lost audio at the end of the BSB fight there, I was talking about how like a lot of Gothic architecture is also tied to like Catholicism, and the altars and like more cathedral-oriented things in Italy. There are a lot of churches that have like the remains of saints that have been like mummified, and they're like, you know, venerated as like these biblical artifacts, basically. It's kind of creepy, but cool and weird. It's just like a quirk of that religion stuff. But yeah, so now we've started a chalice, and I think the first chalice isn't terribly difficult. So we may run and do that really quick, but in the meantime, I do want to see some stuff. Let's go. I mean, we're kind of done with Old Yarnum, which is lovely. So let's go try to talk to Iosefka. And I was asking if now that we've conducted a chalice, if Gehrman's dialogue would be different, but it didn't seem like it terribly was. Didn't necessarily pertain to that. Wait, oh, or I guess imposter eyes, Safka.
Oh, well, hello. Splendid. Let me ask you a small kindness. You're soon off to hunt, I presume? Then,
Ideally.
if you find any survivors, tell them to seek Yusefka's clinic. Upon my Hippocratic oath, if they are yet human, I will look after them. Perhaps even cure them. This sickness, these beasts, they are not to be feared. This time the night is long. I may be trapped here, but I should do something to help.
Yeah, I bet.
I'll even offer a reward for your cooperation. Tempted?
Oh, yeah.
Well, off you go then. If you find anyone who's still human, you can assure them there's no place safer. Please, do me this service. If you find you can, please.
So I do actually have to send someone to her to get her to, because she gives you a vial. But yeah, we're gonna run back through this area really quickly because we want to find stragglers. Before this area changes, we want to talk to everyone we can. Yeah. Not these guys. Obviously, they're a little too far gone. But we will. Something happened here. I don't know. Because he gives you some stuff. And then it's sad if you come back here later.
You needn't concern yourself with me. I'm afraid I'm of little help now. But before I take this,
The flame
I
sprayer.
make no use of it, but perhaps you. What afflicted me was incurable. Their strange blood bought me time. I was most fortunate. Unharmed by the plague of beasts. I can even die human.
It's again another line that's like echoed in other FromSoft dialogue, because if you keep talking to the Firekeeper, Firelink, she says something similar. Not that these guys were giving us a ton of trouble the first time around, but... Still. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody over there. It's just that guy. I don't really want to deal with him again. Not that I'm afraid, just, you know, not necessarily worth it. Yeah, there's someone to talk to over here, but I thought there was a guy here too. Could be wrong, I may have already aggroed him.
Are you that outside? Well, sorry, but I don't want it. Trot along, will you?
Yeah, I don't think he's the guy.
Are you that? Well, sorry. Trot along.
Because there's one dude who will go to the opposite place of wherever you send him. So you just tell everyone to go to Erden Chapel. Because then they'll go to Isepka's clinic.
Lazio, come on. You'd open the door away with you. Lazio, you'd open
Trick or
away
treat.
with you.
Okay. No trick, no treats. Oh! Whoop. Dude, not cool. At least we whiffed each other, right? This dude had slightly more health. Good for him. Okay. And then, yeah, there's this guy. Which again, we talked about this, the interesting way that Bloodborne wants to teach you about having... Ah, god man, I always there. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody else you can talk to this way. I could be wrong, but... Yep. But yeah, never get caught in or any FromSoft game, really, but... Okay.
Finished.
Yeah, I'm desperate enough for a bullet at this point to kill these dudes. Which is not usually my MO. Please, the sports dudes would have to who are more problematic. Who hit me? I didn't even know. Space away! Bad dog. Again, the biggest sin is being a dog in a Souls game. I thought there was another dog. I could be wrong, but I thought there was. It's just the one dog down here being mean. Hey, bullets. We're almost back to 20. So close. Okay. Because, yeah, we want to go talk to Gascoigne's daughter, too. I don't think these ladies are too interested.
I don't reckon you're from... Well...
Yep.
Where are you?
Yep. They're just mean to you. Yeah, and then this guy. No point in annoying him. He seems pretty contented to be confused about how doors work. Okay. So let's move her quest line along.
Hello, Miss Hunter. Still can't find my mum. Oh, okay. But isn't there something? Maybe Mum and Dad are stuck out waiting for me to come and find them. What do you think, Miss Hunter?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Thank you, Miss Hunter. I love you almost as much as Mum and Dad. And Granddad.
Chill out.
Thank you, Miss. I love you almost as much as Mum and Dad. And Granddad.
That's kind of sad. Okay, and then yeah, this takes you back down through to the sewers. I think the lady we want to talk to is actually that way. I could be wrong though. All right. Felt good. Not really worth it, but it felt good. This doesn't have the little lantern. Oh no, so you can talk to the person.
Wretched outsider. Trying to fool me to old heavens, the depths of depravity. Wretched out trying to fool.
So she does just say the same thing. Okay. And then this door doesn't have a little lantern and no light, so it can't be opened or talked through for whatever reason. I missed an item that way. Bad bird. How do you get over there? Like, that's definitely an item, right? Am I crazy? I guess that might just be like a lantern? I don't know. Either way. Do I really want to go down down here and deal with all that. I don't think I do. It's fine. Let's go this way. Like I said, I'm really just looking for people to save. And unfortunately, we won't be saving her. It's just kind of how it is. Bad dog. Bad dog. Molotov. And more bullets. Lovely. Alright. Let's piss off a dog. Come on, bro. Say, I don't go kill it for collateral damage, so. More blood vines. Oh, yeah, come on. More blood vines. See, I just straight up can't remember where everybody is to save them. I know you can't save Gilbert. And then the little girl, she like dies trying to get to you, basically, or trying to get to Erden Chapel, which is like a huge bummer. So I think we have to go down and through, if I recall. Okay, over here. This town's finished. Yeah, it is, bud. Yeah, it is. He takes 2 hits. Let's go get our guaranteed blood drop. Quick silver bullet drop. And we're back to 20. What a time to be alive. Okay. Yeah, because this just takes us back up to Gilbert. Admittedly, I know the map of Dark Souls 1 a lot better than I do Bloodborne. Which is weird, because like I said, I've definitely played Dark Souls 1 more, but Bloodborne was my first. It was my first real FromSoft game. More blood vials. Of course. Ugh. Brutal. Okay. Yeah, where was the lady? I can't remember. I know that, the, like, maybe a prostitute is, she's on the other side of the Cathedral Ward. Yeah.
I've heard I have. Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. Well, if you once had got off your arse, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me. So what will it be? Are you going to tell me you're not? Well, what do you know? An outsider worth a lick of salt. Well, don't just stand there. Don't you have work to do? Go slit some throats. Get this mess done with.
Love her. Okay. Is there anyone else that you can send for? I could have sworn there was that guy. And like now we're at this point, so that's not super helpful. Alright. I might look it up really quick. just because I can't exactly remember. But here, let's run back this way really quick, and then we'll deal with it that way. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna look at it really quick. Because like I said, I think I'm just forgetting somebody. Okay. Sorry for the brief interim. Okay, and to Reddit. So, Ariana before the blood moon. Adela is after the blood moon. Lonely old dearie. Central Yearnum. Yep, skeptical man. Right after picking up Ariana, keep talking to him. Okay. Suspicious beggar. Yeah, so the skeptical dude is in the same little block as Ariana. And yeah, I shouldn't have cracked the red brooch before talking to Gascoigne's daughter, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. Let's see, is this enough to level?
What is it?
Maybe we might as well.
Very
we have
well.
it.
Let me.
No, wow, I am 23 echoes shy.
Farewell,
That's annoying.
good hunter.
Let's see, something I'm never gonna use. I mean, I'm not selling Man's Insight. That would be mad. I'm definitely gonna use the Flame Sprayer. So, you know what? These like low-level radial gems are just gonna clog my inventory. So, probably for the best to sell them. Okay.
Welcome. What? Very well.
More skill.
Farewell, good may.
I intend to. And then now, because we have the Keg Hunter's badge, I think we can buy slightly more items. Yeah, see, because there's the rifle spear and the stake driver. A trick weapon fashioned by the workshop heretics, the powder kegs, favored by the retired hunter Jura. The stake driver, with its queerly complex design, violently drives thick stakes into the flesh of foes. The stake driver allows for high damage critical attacks, but is difficult to use and leaves its wielder wide open. But none of this should bother a mere powder keg. Like, what a crackhead. A prototype weapon serving as a simple firearm and spear, possibly created in imitation of a lost Canehurst weapon. Lacks any notable functions, saving that it is the only trick weapon with an attached gun. And I'm assuming they're talking about the Rider Palash, which is lost in, which you can pick up in Canehurst, which we will get to eventually. Yep, no new guns. No new garb. Goodbye. Okay. So, let's go see if Granny's already made her way to the chapel. The silence in blank.
old girl, you told her about this place, right? Well, she don't offer me much in the way of conversation, but still, I'd rather see her alive anyhow.
Triumph.
If you find any saints of art, send them along to Erden Chapel, will ya?
The creepy laughing, my guy.
Oh no, I haven't forgotten. Do you think I owe you some? Well, that's a fine lark, I'd say. This whole mess that Yarnum's in, it's all your fault. Stupidity outsiders. Don't you come near me.
I missed a piece of her dialogue because I was trying to skip through it, but now the store is open. And actually, I can't remember, does Eileen move here, or is that only after you beat... Yeah, I guess that's only after you beat Amelia. Either way, let's go get our primary weapon. Or let's go get the badge that allows us to buy our primary weapon. And this gives us access down to the old workshop, which is pretty cool. So, and if I recall right, this is where you first start getting twin bloodstone shards, which are awesome. Oh yeah, I do need to run back and do that. You are very correct. Yeah, I'm aware. Thank you. Appreciate you hopping in. I, of course, sent the elevator back down, so I have to wait. Wish you could just, like, jump in, but FromSoft would love for me to die that way. Oh. Okay, over here. There we go. Run across. Down. Like I said, interesting architectural choices in Bloodborne. The formless Urn Brood, and then the Messenger Urn Festival. Yeah, love that for us. Ow, slightly. I love that you can rally back health from fall damage. It does bring a smile to my face. Okay. So now we are gonna go get the Radiant Sword Hunter's badge. We'll go down to our favorite area. Oh wow, okay. Or we'll die. That is also very possible. I was a little trigger happy trying to rally back health. That's on me. The gun, guys. Ugh. So, I mean, like I said, my first playthrough of this, I definitely went through with the Kirkhammer. And, like, it carried me through to the DLC, and then I found the Whirligig Saw, and that was the end of that. And then, like, I've done a Blades of Mercy run, and I did a more, like, arcane buildy run at one point. So, admittedly, I've never used the Ludwig's Holy Blade, so that was kind of the impetus. Like I said, the main reason of this run is for me to talk about the lore and kind of get, like, you know, B-roll for a video I'm planning, but why did this guy get my echo? That's weird. Come on, bro. I really don't want to deal with your gun fellow over here. Let's just hey, Piku. I say, welcome in. We're in honor of tomorrow being the spooky run. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, a 99 arcane run. I'm like I said, the arcane run I did was just wild. Like seeing seeing just the damage that you can get off of just like the Augur of Abritus, let alone everything else, is insane. It's definitely a sight to see. But yeah, like I said, I've never used Ludwig's Holy Blade in this game, so it was just kind of a fun opportunity to get to try. I do really want to do a, like, I've never actually used the Hunter's Bone, the one that lets you have the flash step. So that is something I'd like to try at some point. But yeah, like I said, just the damage you can get off of the Augur of Abritus is insane, let alone, like, once you work in, what's the one spell that, like, shoots all of the God, man, my brain is dead right now. It, like, shoots the arcane blasts everywhere. Mikolash uses it. Why is my brain dying? I do like the fist. Admittedly, I've used that a lot too, just because. And then the one you get toward the end of the DLC that just like shoots like the one bullet. I find that very funny. Call from Beyond. There we go. Thank you. Yeah. Or Call Beyond, whichever one it is. The damage, like, especially against like Abritus, like one of those that has like a weakness like that. The sky and the cosmos are one. The choir. Like, weird little lore note here. Love that that's just kind of laying there. Ugh. But, I mean, like I said, I've never used Ludwig's Holy Blade. I've definitely gotten killed by it a lot. Because back whenever, like, PvP was more viable in this game, I definitely got my ass handed to me by people using it, so. Definitely interested in using it myself. Never have. Oh yeah, these dudes have flamethrowers, that's right. I forgot about you. Like I said, like, even looking at some of the more basic guys, like, they're starting to slowly morph into beasts themselves, which is kind of haunting. Yeah, I was about to say, I took out BSB a minute ago. Yeah, I've just never have. I think, admittedly, I heard that it was kind of like the noob tubey weapon of this game, and so, like, I never really used it. But, like, because of that, I never used it. Now I'm like, man, I really want to. Especially because I went through Dark Souls 3 a little bit ago with the sellsword blades, which is kind of in that, like, oh, only noobs use that weapon kind of thing. Is like the rhetoric you hear online. I don't buy into that anyway, but I used it recently and was like, oh, that is awesome. I love the sellsword blades. They're super fun. But yeah, like, the intricate architecture to get to, like, Upper Cathedral Ward is super interesting, and then there are all these, like, oil pots again. They're heart happy. You know, I mean, I don't know if how much of, like, YouTube content you may have watched, but, like, if you've watched any of, like, the backlogs and stuff where he talks about, where he's going through and doing, like, the scythe runs, the scythe in Dark Souls 1 definitely feels like kind of like a baby. Like, it makes the game way easier, but, like, I don't consider that to be, like, a noob weapon, per se. Like I said, I don't necessarily buy into that in the first place, but, I think maybe some of that, like, toxic gamer masculinity got to me initially, and I didn't want to do it, and now I have the time and means, so we might as well. Plus, like I said, I'm slowly building up, like, lore videos and stuff, so I'm getting B-roll for that, so a worthwhile use of time anyway. Twin Bloodstone Shards, we're there, we finally got there. Okay, $10 says I miss this drop and die, cause I'm real good at that. Okay, and I don't think... Yeah, I mean, plus there's like so many enemies in this game are actually like weak to thrust, which is weird. So, I haven't gone through here and actually gotten all the items in a very long time. Okay, so do I need to... I can't remember. Do I fall off, like, here? Yes, okay. Haha! We did not die with that. Okay. And then... here. Cool. Open them up! And again, so like, how accessible was that? Like, because this is, I mean, the abandoned workshop, and like, going from the dream and everything to here, like, obviously this is the same kind of layout here. Although the graveyard isn't off to the side like it is in the Hunter's Dream, but it's definitely a whole thing. That like this was, so how accessible was this? Were there staircases that were like destroyed back there? It's weird. It's very weird. But yeah, coming through here and you find all of this stuff, like whose grave was this specifically? Because this is where the doll will occasionally like be praying at this specific grave, which is strange. There's a third umbilical cord, and there's an abandoned doll. Like, real creepy that Gehrman created a doll for himself. There's the small hair ornament, which is what we give to the doll. But yeah, this is the actual... Yeah, I mean, it's just... How functional was this area for the hunters to be, like, deployed from? And, like, it's weird that it's been, like, totally scavenged at this point. Like, pretty much everything but the paper and some of the books are gone. Like, you as the hunter? Like, I'm not sure. Because, like, I had figured it was Maria's grave initially, because it's, like, this close to the workshop itself. I like I said, it's a lore speculation. I'd be really interested in finding out more about it. Okay, let's pop back to the dream. I don't know how expensive Ludwig's Holy Blade is, admittedly. We do want to finish falling down there. But yeah, it's weird to go from there to here. Let's go buy the thing. Okay. Yeah, it's 20k, because of course it is. A trick weapon typically used by healing church hunters. It is said that the silver sword was employed by Ludwig, the first hunter of the church. When transformed, it combines with its sheath to form a greatsword. The healing church workshop began with Ludwig and departed from old Gehrman's techniques to provide hunters with the means to hunt more terrifying beasts, and perhaps things still worse. Yeah, oh yeah, raise Helm, praise Dale. I believe you. That I definitely buy into. Like, really? In front of my Dale Earnhardt diecast? Yeah, now Gehrman's gone. To escape the dreadful hunter's dream, halt the source of the spreading scourge of beasts, lest the night carry on forever. But like, so pretty much everything else is like eerily similar. Like, how was all of this ported into the dream? Like, is the moon presence the one specifically providing this? Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh yeah. Alright. Yeah, I think we're gonna do the first dungeon here, and then we'll do what we need to do, so that we never have to grind for bullets and echoes again. The implications are cool. Oh yeah, like that's certainly kind of off-putting that like they knew ahead of time that like Ludwig almost planned for the beasts to be a bigger challenge as time went on. Like the beasts would get more and more horrifying. But yeah, so these are the Chalice dungeons, and this is a scripted dungeon, so this is just how it is. But like the interesting tapestries, like this, you'd expect to be kind of overgrown because like these are. I've always wondered if the Chalice dungeons are more like memories, and you're kind of entering the memory of certain things, of like old hunters and like research that they did in Bergenworth, because like the actual entrance to the real labyrinth is in Bergenworth. Like, so what's the difference? Like, why do we have access to them through the dream? Are we only entering them inside of another dream? We're conducting a ritual. It's interesting stuff. I don't remember which side we came down on now, because I'm forgetful. I think it was the other side, so this would be our... Oh, duh, yeah. Because these, like, cool purple lanterns, but that's how you get to the boss of this. And we have to go flip a switch, which is this way. I would like to go all the way through the Chalice dungeon to fight Queen Yarnum. I've never actually done it, so... As much as I've played this game, I've never gone through the effort to actually go fight Queen Yarnum. So that might be something we do on stream, because screw it, sounds fun. Alright. And there's that entrance over there. But if I recall right, this just like loops back. Bro. Are you mental? You know, he can jump scare us later. It'll be fine. Ooh, the Bagman. Oh, God. The bad guys suck. Yeah, it's definitely like a whole thing. But, like I said, I've never done it. So, it would be a fun new thing to do on stream. And of course, I got staggered by a throwing knife. Okay. But I love that you can rally back health from fall damage. With that. Okay. That's up to that. No point in dealing with those dudes down there, so we'll come back up here. Not die to this dude throwing a knife at me this time. Oh yeah, there's a bell right there. We'll heal really quick. The equivalent of the torch hollow. Wow, okay. Yeah, I was trying to be too aggressive. Trying to rally back health rather than being smart. Bloodborne. Always willing to put you in your place. Okay. Not even gonna worry about the rats this time. I don't care. We're just gonna go. But yeah, like these weird cat, because like, I mean, again, this was like the society of the Temerians. So like this was clearly like used for something. If you please. Let's just run up here and kill the bell ringing woman so I don't have to worry about getting ganked. Again, my favorite mechanic in this game. Okay, I clearly don't remember where the bell ringing woman is. Oh yeah, she's like down here. That's right, she's across there. Okay. Ganks, thank you. Aha. Get in that belly. One of the very few enemies in this game that's weak to blood. Found that out recently. Pick those up. Get our blood vial back. That's cool. Come up here. The little dork that's throwing poison knives. Like, what an ass. There we go. For real, though. Get close, though, thank you. I think I still have antidotes on me, so there we go. It's all been normal. At least they drop poison knives, which is interesting. Unlock the boss door. And I can't actually remember, is there other stuff of use in here? I know there's the bag guy down there. So I don't necessarily want to deal with that, but we might as well. Okay. But let's go deal with him head on rather than bouncing around. Ooh. God, he deals a lot of damage. I don't remember his parry time. But not an issue. More bloodstone shards. And we'll definitely be able to get our a single Molotov. Like that. Okay. More rats. I'm gonna throw that single Molotov at that rat just to feel better about myself. Coins. Wee. Oh, Temerian pest control. You know, doing what we have to do. Keep our city clean. Okay. And then there's 2 more items. More Quicksilver bullets. Cool. And now is the first layer, isn't it just 3 of the Watcher dudes or whatever, as I recall? Like it's not, it's barely a boss fight. Okay. And I don't think there's like an off-boss bonus room this way, right? That's for later. Yeah. Oh, okay, so this is a giant. Ow. Does he usually just like come at you like that? Okay, I mean, he might. Alright, buddy. We have just enough health. That's fun. Again, I'm sure you can parry him. I just don't remember how. I don't come down here very often. Alright, bro. Full 360 on that, huh? Yeah, that's on me. Well, hail. Let's see. At least the run back's not that bad. However, I would like to get my souls back, because that was quite a lot. Okay, so now that we're not just housed by his opening attack. Like I said, does he have Let's do some experimenting. If he does, that was way too late for it. Died on that one for greed. Interesting. Like I said, at least the run back's not that bad. And so, did he always do the jump on his first attack? That's interesting. For me, get away from me. Come on. Oh. I dodged. Woof. A solid shard that forms in cold blood after death. Oh, yeah. once again. At least rats can't use ladders. Traverse the nightmare fog. Yeah, I'm starting to think you can't parry this guy. Oh, limerick. There you go. Ow. God, the kicks in this. Yep, that was foolish of me to heal when I did. God, the kick. Jesus. Kicks on this guy. Impossible. That was new. Phase 2? Second verse, same as the first? Or was that him healing the broken leg? Damn it. Yep. The bad part is that, like, man, the souls you get for this are paltry, unfortunately. Or the echoes you get for this. Keep doing that. Okay, now. Or not. So, okay. I guess if you run straight at him, he doesn't feel the need to do that. He doesn't feel the need to do that. We immediately get a lip break? That's cool. That 1-2 combo's rough. Dude, the kick. That is hot. Ooh, he almost got me. Yep. Deceptive range on that kick. Made me feel good. Dude, the kick. God, man. I mean, it'd help if I weren't running into it, but... Ow. Ooh, we went for 5 hits that time. Yep, that's gonna hurt. Lovely. Is that gonna be enough? That looks like it might be enough. Okay. Jeez. Ah, an adept bloodstone. An adept blood gem. Yeah, like I said, the souls get, or the echoes get for these is just sad. Layer 2. But yeah, let's go read some item descriptions. And that's why. Okay. I forgot I have to be online very briefly to be able to do the dungeon the way I need to.
Welcome home. What is it? Over time, the graves here stand in there. It all seems...
Okay.
What? What is this? I can't remember. Not a thing, only I feel a yearning, something I never felt before. What's happening to me?
Just tearing up.
Tell me, Hunter. Could this be joy?
To have a small hair ornament. Silver shining tear stone. Use to gain droplet blood gem.
Welcome. What is it you...
So now just...
Over time,
No,
the great
okay.
it all see. Very well. Let me...
Interesting. Yeah, I think we just need more health at this point.
Farewell, good. May you find you.
Yeah, you know. Okay. Oh yeah, this thing just like ups your HP recovery. That's interesting. Here, let me see if I do still need to do it that way. Sorry for the quit out. I imagine this is just riveting to watch, but I didn't even think about that, to, use dungeons and stuff, you have to be online. So let's do that really quick. Oh, I forgot I don't have that on, so whoops. Aha, so I am limited. That is kind of a bummer. Should have thought about that. Because I don't pay for the... Man, that means I actually have to farm blood vials. Ugh, I don't want to farm blood vials. Farming blood vials sucks. Oh well. I think I found some thick cold blood. Does this have different text? Used to gain a larger amount of blood echoes. A strong will produces thick blood, doubtless the product of obsession, a potent source of human strength. And then have 36. Okay. I think that's
Welcome. What is
another level.
very well. Let me. Farewell. May you.
Well, all right then. Now I have 3 blood vials. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Okay. Well, yeah, let's look at some stuff. What else do we pick up? Do we ever read the Beast Blood Pellet? Giant medicinal pellet that grants short-lived beasthood. Large medicinal pellets supposedly formed of coagulated beast blood, banned by the Healing Church due to their unclear origin. Grants a spurt of beasthood. Ooh, spurt. Ripping apart the flesh of one's enemies and being rained upon by their splattering blood invigorates one's sense of beasthood, feeding strength and euphoria alike. Euphoric feeling alike. Spooky. And then poison knife. Knife slathered in poison. A knife slathered in poison. This curved knife is as thin and sharp as a surgeon's blade, often used for self-defense, but by special doctors in the Healing Church. They saw that hunters traditionally avoid the use of poison, likely because the poison is too slow to act in the heat of the hunt. I love the art. Like, I'm also just a sucker for purple, but, like, the art of that is so cool. Bone Marrow Ash. Additional medium to strengthens quicksilver bullets. According to the workshop, there is a special bone marrow ash collected from Hemwick Charnel Lane, invaluable to hunters with weak blood tinge who require the use of stronger firearms. Yeah, shining coins. Various coins that are particularly luminous. There are very few uses for spare change during the hunt, but these will serve as guides through the darkness. Or one could save them until morning if it ever comes. Ah, yes. So each umbilical cord does have a different, like, text to it. We're gonna have to see if we, because I know that, again, the Lady of the Night, I cannot remember her name, but she is one of the umbilical cords you can get. This is the one from the Hunter's Workshop. You get one for taking out the imposter Iosefka, and then you get one for finishing Murgo's wet nurse. So, let's read this one. A great relic, also known as the Cord of the Eye. Every infant great one has this precursor to the umbilical cord. Every great one loses its child and then yearns for a surrogate. The third umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. Used to gain insight, and so they say, eyes on the inside, although no one remembers what that truly entails. Ooh. God, the art on that. I like that it's on like a little magic carpet. It does kind of lighten it up a little bit, but it just kind of looks like a creepy gnarled root full of eyes. We'll consume all of them later. The old hunter bone. The art of quickening speeds up the rolling and quick steps. You need more arcane than I currently have to use it. The bone of an old hunter whose name is lost. It is said that he was an apprentice to old Gehrman, and a practitioner of the art of quickening, a technique particular to the first hunters. It is most appropriate that hunters, carriers of the torch, who are sustained by the dream, would tease an old art from his remains. Ugh. Oh yeah, now we have twin bloodstone shards, which I think the text is the same. It is. I guess we'll read the keys. I mean, key to the gate that blocks the tomb of Erden. Beyond the tomb, Erden Chapel can be found in the center of the cathedral ward. Only today, the church is abandoned, and some say that the residents of Erden have all gone mad. And the Blood Chim workshop tool. A misplaced workshop tool from the Hunter's Dream. The hunter who retrieves this can fortify weapons by kneading blood's gems into them. Blood gems add properties to weapons when used to fortify them, as blood defines an organism. And then I think we did read the Sword Hunter's badge, or the Saw Hunter's badge. The workshop is gone, and no group recognizes this meaningless badge except the messengers in the path who understand its profundity. Yeah. Badge crafted by the Powder Kegs, the heretics of the workshop. Ration of complex design and big booms culminated in weapon designs that contrast with those traditionally of the workshop. The late Powder Kegs, bless their souls, had a motto: if a weapon ain't got kick, it just ain't worth it. And then the Sword Hunter badge. One of the badges crafted by the Healing Church. The silver sword is a symbol of a church hunter. Ludwig was the first of many Healing Church hunters to come, many of whom were clerics, as it was clerics transformed into the most hideous beasts. And then the Radiant Sword Hunter badge, one of the badges crafted by the Healing Church. The Radiant Sword indicates the heirs to the will of Ludwig. The Hunters, also known as Holy Blades, are what remains of an ancient line of heroes that date back to a very early age of honor and chivalry. Yeah, and then we went through and read the old Hunter Bell. We read that. We haven't read this. Accessory adored by naive messengers. The messengers wear the urns, filled with incense that wards off beasts, on their head upside down, suggesting a predilection to the dark. The inhabitants of the stump appear to have an interest in the adornment. Why not let them be happy and revel as babes? And then the Rosmarinus. A special weapon used by certain members of the Healing Church. Spits searing flame by using blood-imbued quicksilver bullets as a special medium. Not the most efficient weapon by any stretch, but sometimes a sea of flame is just what the doctor ordered. Besides, the beasts of Yharnam can always use a good cleansing. The Hunter's Torch. A torch formed by wrapping a pine resin-drenched cloth around the end of a long stick. Once used in old Yharnam. Designed to incinerate beasts and victims touched by the scourge. Its fire damage is highly effective against beasts. Yeah, and I think we've read all the... Oh, no, we haven't read the doll hat. Yeah. A discarded doll's hat. Likely spare for dress-up. A deep love of the doll can be surmised by the fine craftsmanship of this article and the care with which it was kept. Its borderlines on mania and exudes a slight warmth. And then discarded doll clothing, likely a spare. Same kind of text. I like the, paisleys and filigree and everything of that. That's very nice. But yeah. Real spooky ooky. And then a blood gem that fortifies weapons and adds various properties. Blood gems are especially rare bloodstones that grow on cold blood. Blood gems are kneaded into weapons using workshop tools, but only when of matching shape. Most radial blood gems have effects that bear upon physical attacks. And then a radiant blood gemstone. A blood gem that fortifies weapons and adds various properties. Blood gems are especially rare bloodstones that grow on cold blood. Blood gems are, Most waning blood gems provide rare special effects such as fire, bolt, or healing. And then a blood tinge gemstone. Again, same. Circular blood gems are normally used to fortify firearms. A blood gem that fortifies weapons and adds various properties. Droplet blood gems are special gems that adapt to various weapons and shapes. Created from a shining silver doll tear, this blood gem is a quiet but unfaltering friend that continually restores HP, the life essence of a hunter. Perhaps the doll's creator had wished for just such a friend, albeit in vain. Ooh. And the ritual chalice found in the Church of the Good Chalice, used in a ritual at the tomb altar in the hunter's dream to break the seal of an old underground labyrinth. Let the chalice reveal the tomb of the gods. Let blood be the hunter's nourishment, and let ye partake in communion. Well, that is going to be a whole thing. I don't know if I necessarily want to grind for Echo or for blood vials here. Let me sell the doll set just because it is a lot of money, and I've now recorded me saying that. So there we go. And now we can purchase the Hunter Chief emblem and Ludwig's Holy Blade and probably level it up a decent amount. So let's go do that. Okay. We shall fortify. Yes. Yes. Good. Okay. Actually, I have to go manually take them out of here, don't I? Yeah, of course I do. Okay. Okay. Bonk. Not gonna lie, I'm always kind of a fan of like these quick kind of swipey weapons like this. That does look really cool though. Ooh, that's sick. That is sick. Alrighty, well, I got some stuff I gotta figure out as far as what I'm gonna do moving forward on this, but like I said, we'll definitely be coming back to Bloodborne at some point in the very near future because I can't stay away from this game. I love it so much. So we may be getting our PlayStation membership back, annoyingly. But anyway, you know, if you joined me on stream today, I really appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. We are plugging along. If you watched this with me, like I said, thank you. You might want to go check out my YouTube where I post all the VODs if you missed a part of this. I've also been trying to make more like shorts and clips out of like some of the moments from these, so that's a whole thing. Like I said, catch me again. I'm definitely not going to stream tomorrow because it's Halloween. It's my anniversary. But Friday, I'm thinking I might stream again. It just depends. But usually, like I said, Sunday I think we are going to come back, and Mrs. Wumbus is going to keep playing in the card store because that was super fun the last time we did it. And then next Monday and Thursday we'll keep going on either the archery run in Dark Souls, or I do kind of want to, because they're about to push out the next update for Stardew, I might do Stardew. It just depends. But, you know, Mondays and Thursdays, 6:30 p.m., Sundays, 2 to 5 Eastern Time. I used to know the difference between standard and daylight savings. I do not anymore, but whatever. But yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Kind of lets me know what content people are watching and what's going on. And that'll just about do it. Thanks a million for joining me. Thanks a million for being here. And have a good night, everybody.